Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name's Sammy and this is, oh shoot, I have no freaking clue. I'll just film the intro after this. Okay, so I have 3 whips, 0 finished objects, and a lot of acquisitions. So I'm going to just jump in and get started. I really wanted to have a finished object for you guys, but I was traveling for some work training again, and I feel like that just really messes with my knitting time. So I don't have as much progress as I think I should have, but that's okay. And then also regarding all the acquisitions, I'm putting myself back on a low buy for yarn. I was on a low buy for like the first 3 months, and then like I just went really crazy. So we're gonna be limiting ourselves again. And by that I mean I am going to be limiting myself again. Yeah, starting like now, basically. I think I have, other than Yarnable, I have like 1 more skein of yarn that I ordered, a pre-order that I'm waiting on, and then I also have like a little, I think it's like a pet themed like stitch marker like surprise thing that I ordered, but I think that's all that I'm waiting on. So I'm wearing my night and day cardigan, which was one of the first garments I made. Maybe it was the second garment I made. I made this with Hobby Delight, and I did 3 colors instead of 2. I don't remember the designer's name. I'll try to link it. And then I also have my newly finished camisole number 2, I believe. And I just don't really feel comfortable wearing like spaghetti straps by themselves. So that's why I threw the cardigan over top. But I'm going to start with my Stonecrop Cardigan, which I wanted to have finished. This was the one that I wanted to have as a finished object, but I don't. So here it is. We have 1 sleeve completely done. I think I was, here's my stitch marker. So that's where I was on this sleeve last time. And then I got the second sleeve started right before I had to go to Texas. And then I had to take a break because I wasn't going to take this whole thing to Texas. So I still do want to get this done by the end of the month for the March to May knit along. And I think it's pretty possible. So this I'm knitting in Magpie Fibers Nest Sport in the colorway Midnight, Twilight, something. The colorway Twilight Whisper, and then also in Spin Cycle Yarns, Dyed in the Wool in the colorway Dead Reckoning. So it's not as much of a color shift as I think I would like, but I do really like how subtle it is, because you have a lot of purple in the Dead Reckoning colorway. I think it's nice. It's very wearable, and I think it will look really nice with my camisole that I'm wearing. So cardigans are definitely something that, like, when I see them, I'm not like, ooh, I want to make that all the time. So I'm going to push myself to make more cardigans, because I do just think that living in a warm climate like I do, that they will be more something I get more use out of, or also just like bigger sweaters. That way I can just throw them on in the evening, like throw them over whatever I'm wearing. Okay, next is, for my whip, is the Penelope T, which is a test knit for Julie at Work on Instagram, and I have completed the body. Here it is. Here's my stitch marker. This stitch marker is like a little hot chocolate. This was made by Phoenix, or crafted by the Fates, who she has moved into yarn dyeing, which I have some to show you. She's definitely like probably the newest yarn dyer that I have stuff from, and also making some colorways that I'm just absolutely obsessed with. So yeah, I finished the body on this Penelope T. This is a new construction for me. It's bottom up and it's gonna have saddle shoulders. And yeah. And oh, also it's the first time I've ever done bust darts. I don't know if you guys can see that. But there's my bust darts. And here is my first little sleeve. This is a short sleeve. So the sleeve shouldn't take me too long, which is good because the like test knit deadline is coming up. But yeah, here's the little start of a sleeve. And this, let's see, do I have labels in here? No. This is in Mace of Skeins, the club base, and in the colorway Cupid, which was a Valentine's Day colorway, which is just like this really soft, variegated pink, and it's gorgeous. And then the second color I'm using is just this like brown color that I dyed myself, on a, I think the club base might be an 85 superwash merino 15 nylon, and then the secondary color is really soft. The secondary color I'm using is just a 75-25 sock base. Also this one's 2-ply, but very soft. And then, so I might have 2 finished objects next time, because I feel like since the Penelope T is short sleeve, I think I could get this done in the next week or 2, and then I definitely think I could get the Stonecrop Cardigan done in the next week or 2, especially if I don't start a bunch of other things. But the next whip I have, I actually stole the needles out of this to cast on the sleeve for the Penelope T. But this is a pair of socks that I'm making for my boyfriend. If you guys saw before the, and I think I'm actually making these too big, but if you guys saw before the one-piece socks or the straw hat pirate socks with the Jolly Roger on it, I was making those for him in like a not a sock yarn, and I didn't know that I should size up my needles for color work, and so they ended up, I couldn't get them over his heel. So I only made like probably 70% of one sock, and then when I tried it on him and I couldn't get it over his heel, I just gave up. And anyway, so I started over. Now I'm doing a 74 round instead of, or a 74 stitch instead of, no, not 74. Having trouble. A 72 stitch sock on the Stroll fingering weight from Knit Picks, which is like, it's a pretty thick fingering weight yarn. So I got 2 50-gram balls of this. It's 75 fine superwash merino, 25% nylon. And let's see. And then I'm also using this color. I thought this was a good like bone color, a good skeleton color without being like stark white. This is part of my sweater weather sock sweater weather sock set from Moonglow Yarn Co. This was one of the mini colors, the 20-gram mini. And then I just have some little tiny pieces that I dyed up to get the yellow and the red. This is my little chart I made. It might be kind of hard to see, I don't know. I'm filming on my phone again this week, so hopefully the sound works, and hopefully I'm in frame, and hopefully everything I show you can actually see. But that is all I have for whips. Like I said, I really haven't been doing that much knitting since I've been traveling for work. I traveled 2 weeks out of the month of April, so I feel like that messed with me pretty bad. And then moving on to acquisitions. So I'm going to start with the Yarnable because we're still kind of early at the month. So this is the May Yarnable, and like I always sneak peek the colorways, and after I got last month's, what was it, April's worth, the mermaid theme, like I like the yarn and it's gonna make nice socks. I don't know if I'll keep the socks for myself or give them to like my mom or something, but like I like the colors, but I just wasn't like really feeling that box. And then this one is really cute and I do like it a lot more, but I sneak peeked, and I love green, you know, it's a green skein. I sneak peeked the June colorway and I was like, oh no, I'm not canceling my subscription. I told you guys I might, but so far it's not happening. So the May colorway is called Avocado. So we have a notions bag, an enamel pin, and a stitch marker, which are much more things that I would like to have. I think last month's was like paper clip, keychain, paper clips, yeah, like the little binder clips, keychain, and bath salts, which none of those I will use, but all of these I will use: a stitch marker, an enamel pin, and a little notions pouch. So yes, I'm much happier with this box, and then hopefully the extras in the June box are fantastic because the colorway is going to be fantastic. So first I'll show you guys the little stitch marker. I don't know why it's avocado, but they're little like exercising avocados. So he has a little like sweatband on. But that's really cute. I'll probably definitely be using that soon. And then that is from, I don't know how to say it. I'm assuming it's Monster, Maughanster knits. And they have a Etsy store. And then the next is a little enamel pin, and it's just an avocado where the pit is a heart. And then the notions pouch is so cute. I actually feel like I could use this for a sock pouch if I wasn't doing colorwork socks. I'm gonna open it, so sorry for the sound. Okay. So yeah, I think I could definitely fit a pair of socks in here, especially if as I finish, I take the finished sock out. So this is, it's got a little box bottom too. Not a big box bottom, little one. But I definitely think I could fit a pair of socks in here. So yeah, it says avocado exercise, avocado, and then it says happy, and they're doing a little jump roping. One looks like he's doing meditating, hula hooping. They're pretty cute. And then moving on to the skein of yarn. It's green, so of course I love it. So I don't know what I'm gonna make out of this one. We will have to see. But this is in the Plush Sock 85 Superwash Merino 15% nylon, and this is 100 grams. And this base is really soft. I like this base a lot. But yeah, let me take off the label so you guys can see it better. So it's variegated with like a warm green, or like a avocado olive green, and then like some yellows and creams, and then it has this like emerald green speckles. So I think it's really, really pretty, and I'm excited to use it for something. I just don't know what yet. But so that is only a small amount of what I have. We have a lot more acquisitions. And also I'm going to be putting this on my knitting bag because it's cute. Okay, so next, what should I show you guys next? Next, I'm going to show you guys another project bag. This one I picked and bought myself. This is from, I think it's like Dolphina Collective or something, but it says Dolphina on the tag. I think it's the Dolphina Collective on Etsy. And this is a big bag. I could definitely do a top in here or a shirt in here, especially if it's not multiple colors. as it has a big box bottom. It has this really cute stitch detail at the top around the zipper and an adorable polka dot lining. It's got a hefty handle and little kawaii ramens all over it, which I don't even really like ramen that much, but when I was in San Francisco a month ago, I had the best ramen ever. So yeah, I like ramen a little more now. Oh, and it has all these little fish cakes on it, which if you watch Naruto, you'll probably understand why I like it. So yes, this is really cute, and it goes with the colors I like a lot. And I think I have a lot of things I plan to cast on, but one of the next like tops I cast on is definitely going in here. Can't wait to use this. So cute. Okay, and next I'm going to show you a surprise skein of yarn that I wasn't expecting to get. This is from my sister. So she got this at the Tulip Festival in Washington. They do like a street fair during the Tulip Festival, and they have a bunch of people that are selling stuff. And so this is Lamb Shop Knits yarn. Oh no, Lamb Shop Kits. So they have their website, www.lambshopkits.com, and this colorway is called Autumn in Vermont. It is 70% extra fine merino wool, 20% royal alpaca, and 10% mulberry silk. It's a 4-ply fingering weight, 100 grams, 437 yards. It says it's made in Peru and dyed in the USA. And I think this might be natural dyed, but I would have to look it up. I'll link it down below if they sell yarn on their website. I don't know if they do, but it's pretty, really pretty. It's soft. I don't know, maybe I'll make like a ripple crop or something out of this so that it can stand on its own. I really like the variegation. Very pretty. Next I'll show you guys the yarn that I think I mentioned in my last episode, that I bought some yarn from Europe and it was really expensive. And so, well, it was not really expensive yarn, but it was really expensive to ship. So this is from Bird Street Yarn, and they sent me a little tee. It's like one of the little pyramid ones, and it's called Moondrop Dreams. So it's lemon and lavender. So maybe I'll try this evening because that sounds nice. And I will show you, so both of these colorways, well, maybe not the other one, but this one, because I got a DK base, I definitely would have bought more than 3 skeins, but they only had 3, so I just bought all of them. And this colorway is called Cafe au Lait. This is on their, I think it's MNDK. It's 75 superwash merino, 25 nylon. And this is like a gorgeous pink and peachy color with speckles in it. It has like brown and blue speckles. I don't know if they separate, and pink speckles. This one has some green. I think these two have some green, but let me take the band off so you can see. Well, there's that. And I already know what I want to make with this yarn, but I will save that because I think I'm going to make a video for like spring, summer things that I want to knit. And of course, I have so many ideas, there's no way I'll be able to get to all of them this year. But yeah, this is Bird Street Yarn, Cafe au Lait on a DK. And I'm obsessed with this colorway. Next, from Bird Street Yarn, I only got two different yarns, but I got 3 of each. This is on a fingering 75-25 base, and this is the color Chiffon, and this is the mint green of my dreams. mint green and like pale matcha greens are like my favorite colors. And then I also like pink and purples, but not like deep of either. Basically pastel vibes always. But yeah, they're both really soft, and I already have ideas for this one too. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Next is some yarn that I bought on a whim. So when I was in Texas, I had extra time before it was time to go to the airport, and I found a yarn store called Lone Star Yarn near the Dallas-Fort Worth airport. It's really, really doable if you have some time while you're down there. And turns out they were doing like a yarn crawl, or they were participating in a yarn crawl at that time, so I went like right when they opened, and there was a dyer who was very nice, who was doing a trunk show there, and her brand is called Wander Luck Fibers, and she's pretty local. I think she's like 45 minutes away or something like that from that area. And I bought 3 skeins with plans to make already. So I actually had something I needed yarn for already when I went, so I mean, this wasn't terrible of a thing for me to do. Not that it ever is, but I wasn't like completely impulse buying. I had something in mind that I needed yarn for. But anyways, all 3 of these skeins are on her sock base. It's a 75 superwash merino, 25% nylon, and she had like a really nice wool, I think it was merino and cotton blend that I think would have been really nice since I do live in a warmer climate, but I really liked this yellow. So this yellow is called Daylily, and you can see the speckles a little more on this one. It has like these warm, I don't know, peachy orangey speckles in it, but it's just a really soft variegated yellow otherwise. And then I also got one of Himalayan salt. So this has gold and purple speckles. Let me take the label up so you can see there's a lot of yellow in it. So I got these skeins to go together, with this being like a contrast color. My sister said she wasn't sure how well it went together, but I might just try it anyways, or I'll at least swatch it. Otherwise, you know, the color she got me might go pretty well with it too. So we'll see. I have a lot of single skeins of fingering weight, so we'll have a ton of options. And I will probably be asking Phoenix or Crafted by the Fates for help picking, since she has a much better eye for colors than I do, which segues perfectly into me talking about her yarn. So she sent me some mini skeins, which I showed you before, and I do have some plans for that. And then also, she listed some mystery skeins with her Vincent's Mind collection, and I was like, ooh, fun, yes, I want that. And so I didn't buy the Vincent's Mind mini skeins, but I did buy the single of the mystery skein, which I believe this is going to be another camisole, because it's so gorgeous. I just want it to stand alone, and I want it to be visible, you know, like socks you can't see that much, but here it is. I love this. And when I ordered it, she was like, oh, I have a skein in mind for you now. And this is called Strongbow? I don't know how to say it, but that's the colorway name. This is her adorable label. And this is a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. So yes, adorable, perfect, lovely. Can't wait. I love colors. I love them in pastels. I love them muted. I love neons. I think the only thing I'm not like obsessed with is like true jewel tones. So she's got me pegged. And the next one, hold on, let me show you how cute they're packaged. I opened some of them, but I left 2 of them closed already because she does such a nice job with how she ships these also. So look at her cute little label, crafted by the Fates. And so she has an Etsy shop. This is what's called, Crafted by the Fates. I'll link it below. But in the minis that I received from her, there was a green with like some pinks in it a little bit. But I told her I would want a whole sweater that was like mint with pinks. So she dyed this. I did a she did a custom listing for me and dyed this, and this is the colorway. I don't even know it, Samantha, which if you've seen Frozen 2, you would know. But yeah, obsessed. I already know what I'm making out of this. I can't wait. I have too many plans, but I'll open the other ones right now so I can hold them all 3 up, and I want to look at them. So sorry if this is loud. Here we are. There's all 3. Obsessed. Oh, and she's gonna be doing a Frida's Frenzy Mystery Sock Club for Frida Kahlo, like inspired art. So definitely check that out. Follow her on Instagram. I'll link that below too. That is all I have. It's very acquisition heavy, very progress light. But yeah. So if you guys want to see like a video for what I want to make with all this plethora of yarn that I've got, and like upcoming ideas, because I did buy a bunch of yarn before this also. Like I have my Wandering Flock yarn, I have a bunch of Shibui Knits yarn that I bought at the LA yarn crawl, where I only went to one yarn shop, but I do have ideas for a lot of it. And then I have like some designs that I have in my head, so if you guys want to see a video where I talk about that stuff, and like my planning, let me know. And also, if you guys have opinions on if this would look good together, also let me know that, please. So yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your weekend, and I will see you soon.